Jim Rex? What's Jim Rex? Would you believe a movie audience guide presented as a public service by this theater's management to help you select your motion picture entertainment? Well, that's what it is. And we urge you to learn these rating symbols and use them as a guide for you and your family. G means suggested for general audiences, all ages. M, suggested for mature audiences, parental discretion advised. R, restricted, persons under 16 not admitted unless accompanied by parent or adult guardian. X, persons under 16 will not be admitted. This seal in advertising indicates that the film was approved under the Motion Picture Code of Self-Regulation.
Here come the monkeys. Mickey, David, Mike, Peter in Head. Head is the most extraordinary Western comedy, love story, mystery, drama, musical, documentary, satire ever filmed. And that's putting it mildly. Head for general audiences.
You're doing it, baby! Go! Go!
Hold on! Hey! Think they're insane. Follow them.
John, I can't stand it!
These kids will try anything for kicks. A hopped-up car. An innocent girl.
I don't want it to be like this.
Hey, just don't play games with me.
And maybe even murder.
Just stand there, chicken. Don't move.
They call him Duke. And he uses girls the same way he uses cars. For kicks.
Get lost, Ernie. You think you can handle him? You're just a kid.
Talk with now, baby. Oh, now you're messing up my head.
You think I've never kissed a boy before?
Is that what you want, to wind up in a motel room with any man?
All you think about is me getting married. What if something happens to the man I married? What if he gets to be like Dad? Oh!
They're trying to kill us, Peg. Got to do business on their terms. Get back!
No limit. No limit. No limit.
Run him off the road, Duke! Run him off the road!
Day and night. Night and day. These kids will try anything for kicks.
M1 to CK. Docking maneuver completed. Link up accomplished successfully. Starting rocket motors to continue flight. Over and out. Next step, Mars. 35 million miles away.
Mission Mars. 3 astronauts on a mission to the forbidden reaches of the Red Planet, defying the elements, inviting death and disaster. Darren McGavin, who gambled his life on a fantastic mission to a world no other living man had ever seen.
Oh, darling, I'm so scared.
Nick Adams, who shared the incredible odyssey, living an adventure beyond his wildest dreams. Mission Mars.
What the hell is that?
They met their destiny on a planet that time forgot. An adventure that smashes the barriers of man's imagination.
Watch out, the ball is opening!
Help me! Mission Mars.
The world of the famous Gold Coast Marathon and the Florida Grand Prix. The great hydroplanes that churn water at death-defying speed. We can see daylight under that boat. This Miami is over. The kicks never stop for the racing set. They live it up and love it up at a restless pace, driven by the racing fever in their blood.
I have someone for you, Doctor. Can you see her tomorrow night? Fine. Fine.
Forget about tomorrow night, Doctor. Please don't destroy our baby.
Starring Joe Morrison, Charles Martin, Barbara Biggert, and presenting recording star Jerry Granahan.
If I had to limit myself to going out with men who thought you were a nice guy.
I still pay the bills, remember?
That'll see shortly. Connie, I love you. I want to marry you.
Don't, Lee. Don't defend my honor just because he showed up.
Behind the glamour of Florida's sporting life, a blazing torrent of emotions, and suddenly a grueling race becomes a deadly vendetta.
Eye of the Cat. An evil game of greed and lust. By the author of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Michael Sarrazin fears cats.
What is it?
Call it allurophobia.
You mean you're going to leave all your money to those cats?
Gail Honeycutt plays on that fear for all it's worth.
After all the work I've put into this, do you think I'll blow it now?
Eleanor Parker, plagued by her cats and her wealth.
Wiley. Tomorrow, when she signs the new will.
When who signs the new will?
Our rich old lady in a wheelchair.
Hey, has anyone ever thought of murdering a rich old lady in a reflection pool?
I'm coming with you. Wiley,
Yes, love?
you're playing at all this, aren't you?
They created an evil nightmare, then found themselves trapped in it.
Do you want her to catch you?
Centuries ago, in an age of anarchy, tyranny, and repression, a youth became king, and the fate of England rested with a 22-year-old boy.
I'm Alfred, King of Wessex.
I'm Guthrum, son of Odin.
You are welcome if you come in peace.
David Hemmings is Alfred the Great. Prunella Ransom is Alfred's queen, Elswith. Michael York is Guthrum, the fierce leader of the Danes. In over 1,000 years of English history, only one king has ever been called Great, Alfred the Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, an extraordinary journey into the unknown awaits you. The unimaginably weird, dark universe of ESP, extrasensory perception, crashes into the mysterious depths of black witchcraft in a strange and mysterious motion picture unlike any you've ever seen. Something weird. Gifted with psychic powers even he cannot understand, this man finds himself catapulted into the supernatural, a world in which magic and witchcraft battle for supremacy with powers ordinary men could never understand. Around this beautiful girl whirls a maniac's bedeviled list of questions. From these eyes spurts a savage curse that kills anyone in its way, where love and violence have the same meaning, where the flesh can be exquisite or hideous, where forces far beyond the cosmic smash together in a collision that can shatter the heavens. Only a madman could understand it all. Only a wizard or a witch could bring about its astonishing conclusion. We urge you to see it from the beginning. Something weird.
Johnny was the boy they all followed. The man the chicks go for. The guy the cops go after.
Officer Neely is in the hospital, more dead than alive.
You can't pin it on me.
No, we can't. But you're through breaking a law.
Sarge, I don't break the law. I make my own.
The big man who makes his own rules. Makes every chick bow to his will.
Who's top stud? You're top stud.
Until a woman shows him up. Then the wheel-wise hot rodder turns dirty dirt track driver. There's nothing he couldn't or wouldn't do with a wheel or a woman, no matter who paid.
Don't say we didn't warn you about a motion picture that is definitely not for everyone. Can Hieronymus Merkin ever forget Mercy Hump and find true happiness? Extremely sensuous and revealing. It took Playboy magazine 10 pages to show it all. They called it a zany erotobiography, the wackiest film yet. This picture is exactly what it pretends to be. Exciting, realistic, and so natural that it makes Blow Up look like Shirley Temple in Little Miss Marker, wrote Los Angeles Herald-Examiner. A hair-raisingly candid film, erotic epic, Newsweek. A sort of What's New Pussycat brought up to today's level. Filmed in the new style, slick cinema, bright wit, satiric barbs. Judith Crist, New York Magazine. Merkin is a ribald, yeasty movie, Detroit News. Extra care is taken at this theater so that nobody under the age limit posted in lobby will be admitted. Can Hieronymus Merkin ever forget Mercy Hump and find true happiness?
say nobody has anything to fear from us. But we are going to control you now. It is the same spaceship you saw near the moon. That should convince you we do not come from your world. We are here to make you our slaves.
From the laboratories and arsenals of all civilized nations, the most powerful, the newest, the most devastating of weapons blast into action in their effort to destroy all monsters. Don't dare. Don't dare stare. Don't dare stare at the man, the illustrated man.
I'd be a freak.
You'd be beautiful.
I would not be beautiful. I would be a freak.
No, Carl, you'll be something special. You'll be beautiful. You'll matter.
These damn things don't come off. I'm half a freak now.
Let me finish.
You're not gonna finish nothing. Did you let me touch you for 1 second? You did not. What do you think I am, some kind of stupid animal or something?
She was the one who set him apart, made him different, unique. The only thing of his kind, like no other man. The illustrated man.
Where the lions live.
It's right there. Well, I was the one that said it. Oh, yeah, right there where the lions live, down in Africa.
Colonel, you don't know where we are any more than we do. Why the hell are we following you?
You listen to me. 4 of us got out of that wreckage alive. Alive! That means something. That's the big difference. That means we got a chance to survive. And there's 120 sun domes scattered over 11 continents on this stinking planet. And if we find one sun dome, we've made it. We came through. We survived.
She was the one who sent him out on the strangest odyssey ever ventured. To explore the ends of the universe. To travel to the end of time. And through it all, he carries one all-consuming goal.
And I'm looking for the lady that lives in it. And when I find her, I will kill her.
You talk about the hippie? What is the hippie?
My name is Today Louise Malone. Age 20, height 5'3", hobbies: reading, judo, music, dope, hate Ashbury, sewing, cooking, collecting fairy tale books.
I'm like a stranger. People just like a stranger in my own hometown. That's right.
I have smoked pot since I was a kid on the police beat. I was first turned on by a police officer.
basic to many of the problems that we are confronted with today is a breakdown in moral and spiritual values.
Here it is, folks, that terrible drug LSD.
Like there is nothing that I haven't tried. I love it all.
So I think if one denies themselves that particular adventure of consciousness in the 20th century, you're simply a fool.
Oh, I wear those clothes. They're clean people. They're up.
I have a real feeling for the hippies, and let me tell you this, because I can compare myself in 4 areas.
If you want to make love to somebody, then you should. There's no reason why you shouldn't. And it's not considered dirty. It's considered beautiful.
We're rapidly moving up into the entire establishment. And it's a question of whether we're going to turn them on or they're going to turn us off.
So we struggle in our own humble way to destroy the United States.
New faces, new voices, a new awareness. These are our children, and this is revolution.
Temptation never came in a more dangerous package.
I don't believe you.
Explosively new. Ernest Hemingway's The Killers. The wheels of fate challenge the killers who reach across today's great speedways to trap their victims as they roar across the screen in their Cobras, Ferraris, Maseratis at 160 miles per hour. Only Hemingway could have conceived it. Only today's screen could make the characters come so vividly alive. Lee Marvin as Charlie. Who paid him $25,000 for each killing?
Well, I gotta find out what makes a man decide not to run. Why all of a sudden he'd rather die.
Angie Dickinson as Sheila. She knew more than one way to kill a man. John Cassavetes as Johnny North, who boasted there was nothing that moved that he couldn't handle. And Sheila moved.
You have a better idea?
Unconditional surrender.
Ronald Reagan as Browning, who planned $1 million heist and got more than he bargained for.
You get back to the hotel and stay there.
I like it here.
Well, I can change that in a hurry.
Clu Gulager as Lee. With or without a pistol, he was deadly as a cobra.
Mickey, you will tell us everything.
The way he's got it planned, there'll be just the two of you in the getaway car, and more than $1 million.
What are you doing?
Well, get to them before they get to me.
No.
I want to set you straight, Dad. You got it all wrong. This is no game. Now, I want the truth, the whole truth. So help you God, you're going out that way to express. Do you understand that?
Funny movie the other night. It is the gassiest, grooviest, swingingest, trippiest movie you've ever seen. It's Otto Preminger's Psychedelic Trip, The Living End. It's a movie that kids will like.
A while laughing.
They turn on the older generation, get them high. Can you imagine Groucho Marx being God?
Skidoo, skidoo. The only thing that matters is with who you do. Skidoo, skidoo. The only thing that matters is with who. Skidoo, I doodly-oo-doo. I do believe it really is the thing to do. Skidoo, skidoo. Between the 1 and 3, there is a 2.
I think this movie is going to turn on the country.
Jackie Gleason was Tony Banks, Carol Channing Flo.
It's not odorless, colorless, and tasteless. As a matter of fact, it's Technicolor.
Frankie Avalon and Jeep, Fred Clark, a tower guard.
I laughed my head off. So if you see a man walking around without his head, that's me.
Michael Constantine Leach, Frank Gorshin, the man.
The wildest trip anybody can ever take.
John Philip Lawstash, Peter Lawford, the senator.
Peter Lawford? A real swinger.
Burgess Meredith, the warden.
Far out.
George Raft, the skipper. Cesar Romero was head chief.
Every young person in the country should turn on Mom and Dad by taking to this movie.
Mickey Rooney, Blue Chips Packard.
It's a gas.
Groucho Marx played God in the Otto Preminger films. Skadoodly-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, and please, keep off the grass.
And introducing Austin Pendleton as Fred, Alexandra Hay as Darlene, and Luna as God's mistress. Well, you know what I mean.
Anybody that don't like that, Daddy, don't like chicken on Sunday.
It'll make you love better. It'll make you feel better. And it's even legal.
Man wasn't meant to fly. He wasn't meant to go up in the sky.
Man wasn't meant for such things.
If God wanted men to fly, we have wings.
In order to keep the Army's hands off them, they had to keep their hands off girls. The Gay Deceivers.
I'm Malcolm D. John, your landlord.
Introducing Michael Greer as the gay landlord.
Oh, I'm Danny.
Starring Kevin Coughlin.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Elliot.
Larry Casey.
Well, pleased to meet you. You are the muscular one, aren't you? I just adore this cottage.
And beautiful Brooke Bundy.
I saw him first.
Now, wait a minute, gorgeous. I got a bigger piss off.
Dad, I'm trying to tell you something.
Don't tell me, tell your draft board.
Hey, everybody. This is Elliot, our next-door neighbor. Control yourself.
What goes on in The Gay Deceivers when everyone begins to suspect everyone else is the darndest, gayest fairy tale you've ever seen on the motion picture screen.
Let's have a look.
And even little sister gets into the act.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Have I got a girl for you? Ta-da!
It's getting so you can't tell the boys from the girls. What kind of a movie is this? Rated R.
It is of children that you must speak today. And the man said, your children are not your children. They are born of Aquarius. And the only path they know is to the stars. They come from you, but belong only to themselves.
You all seem like such good friends. We are.
We perform bird surgery together. We've drunk truth serum together. We've told each other awful things about ourselves. It sort of creates a bond between people.
And though you may give them your kingdom, their thoughts are their own. For it is to them that you bequeath the future. the future that you cannot visit.
I love you both.
Ah, she's just a kid.
No,
Really?
no, there's so few people we can trust.
Careful. Terrific. I trust you.
I trust you. I trust you.
We all trust each other.
When last summer began, they were children. When it ended, they were something else. Today's child dies. Tomorrow's man is born. Frank Perry, creator of David and Lisa, has once again discovered a cast of young talents, and once again he has made an unforgettable motion picture based on the provocative novel by Evan Hunter. It is called Last Summer.
Explorers in space, travelers in time, discovering a strange new world of adventure, exotic beauty, monstrous terror.
You watch a man die like that and you say, take it easy? What are you trying to do?
Someone is out there. Come on, stop it. You know I can't stand that.
Oh, you know you love it.
Yeah, but not when we can't do anything about it.
Quick, get back! Tarantula. Look out, he's gonna jump.
A world whirl with fantastic action.
You get back to the ship! That's an order!
Wendell Corey, Keith Larson, John Agar, Paul Gilbert, Mary Anders, Irene Sue. Dangerous game ever devised to pit man against man, flesh against steel. The figure 8 race.
Now, hey, look out! Look out! Look out! Fighting now for the lead.
You know why I'm the winner? Because I'm the dingiest there is. So when they see me coming through that intersection, they just naturally back off. Because they know I ain't gonna stop for nobody. So when you see me coming, you best get out the way.
Pit Stop. The fantastic story of the men who pit their flesh against the shrieking of tires and the grinding of steel. And the women who share the thrill of danger with their own flesh in their own way. Pit Stop, starring Brian Donlevy, Dick Davalos, Ellen McRae, Sid Haig, and Beverly Washburn.
He's fighting with the finger. Hold it. Come on!
Never seen a motion picture like this before. Can you take it?
One,
2, 3, 4, 5. Now, International Rescue's latest top secret, Thunderbird 6. Thunderbirds are back on the cinema screen in a brand new space-age adventure in Technicolor and Technoscope, revealing to the world for the first time their latest, most closely guarded top secret. Here is a whole new world of excitement as International Rescue blasts off into action to rescue the hijacked Skyship One.
Hold it right there.
The giant airship of the future on her maiden voyage round the world. On board Skyship One, Lady Penelope, her man Parker, Alan and Tintin. Watching and waiting outside, the Traceys of International Rescue.
Skyship One is losing height. About 1 mile ahead is an early warning system with interceptor towers. Below it is a missile site.
Thunderbird 6. It's top secret. It's the all-action adventure that reaches new heights in screen entertainment.
There's never been a pattern to these Pacific vanishings. They seem to happen at random. Communication stopped. The crew's too busy to handle it to report.
Handle what?
Something that can catch up with the plane and snatch the people out of it.
The Navy versus the Night Monsters. Starring Mamie Van Doren, who triggered earthly emotions in the midst of unearthly events. Anthony Isley, fighting fiendish, crawling things. From Antarctica, frozen for 1,000,000 years, to a small naval outpost in the Pacific comes a cargo of deviltry, devastation, death. Attacking bodies, destroying minds. Chilling terror in a desperate, endless fight against a nameless horror.
Those things are multiplying. There's no telling how fast. I wouldn't be surprised if it got up to be hundreds, maybe even thousands.
The whole island would be covered with them.
Lee Van Cleef has been ugly, dirty, and downright mean. Now, watch him get violent.
Let's say I'm buying your revenge for $50,000. Then the honest people of Clifton can owe their debt to Frank Talbot.
Pretty quick with a pistol. And I don't want to question that, Talby. But who knows if you'd take on a real duel?
The weapon that's gonna kill me is invented yet.
Who gets dragged, shot, kicked, is bound to turn violent.
Lee Van Cleef just does it better than most. I'll kill you any way you want.
You're the majority, and you can run the country.
The President of the United States.
President before he's 25. Following a campaign that broke every rule in the book, people went wild. Wild in the Streets. Starring Shelley Winters.
I've been under the care of an LSD therapist.
Christopher Jones. Diane Varsi. Hal Holbrook. Richard Pryor. And guest star Ed Begley.
You raised up this monster at your rally. Your idea, Belli. Now, you two make your shaggy little monster behave and then get rid of him.
Kingman, hey. Hey, King. Touch me, man. See if you can change the hook back into a hand. I love it.
I think he bought the fight.
He lived like a young monarch. And listened to the voice of the young.
We suggest that the required age for a representative be 14.
Good morning, people. Hey, gather round, you people. Got something to say?
We're gonna make 30 a mandatory retirement age. We're gonna psych them all out on LSD, babies.
The Queen is receiving me! The Queen! My country tears of me! Sweet land of Britannica! Sweet land of liberty! Of the unseen!
You give me the tools, you give me the laws, give me the power!
Nothing can change the shape of things to come. But nothing can change the shape of things. Nothing can change the shape of things. Nothing can change the shape of things. Nothing can change the shape of things to come.
Speak the words, Aaron.
What of him?
Aaron, I'm afraid. She's a bishop, then? A bishop with tits?
Will you take me, Claudia, for your wife?
Yes. Will you, Claudia, take me, Aaron, for your husband?
Yes.
I drink to it. I drink to the three of us.
And I drink to our right to choose.
Are you coming?
Yes!
Long before you were born, Claudia, your father and I...
Don't you dare talk about him, you who killed him. Aaron, will you not challenge this man who murdered my father?
I thought you searched for freedom, but you are slaves. Slaves! If God saves the world, it won't be for the sake of kings and churches. Perhaps it will be for the sake of two people loving each other.
I love you, Aaron.
I love you, Claudia.
The Mexican general Santa Anna captured the Alamo. In 1969, another Mexican general is about to try again. A general who can't lead and an army that won't follow are about to recapture the Alamo in the most hysterical non-war that ever rocked Texas.
No, we're closed! We're closed! Open that gate!
The Alamo has fallen, but the fun is just beginning.
You're not fooling me. You're working for the Chinese communists.
Who?
Maybe we could drop leaflets in Spanish, asking them to give themselves up. Leaflets take too long to make. Well, maybe we could get them Xeroxed. Maybe we could set up some big public address system amplified. Yeah, get someone with sort of a sexy voice, kind of a Alamo rule. Wait a minute.
Forget it.
Sam Gillison, M.D.
Now, don't talk. You just listen to me, Sam. It's all beginning to happen just like you said it would.
What story? Where are you, Aunt Hetty?
Now, listen, Sam. Sam, the Chinese communists have taken over the Alamo.
Alamo?
Pass out the ammunition. I tried to tell you. You didn't tell me to bring no ammunition.
Red for retreat. A red player for retreat. A green player for attack. Have you got that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll green player. Yes, sir.
Oh, no. Meanwhile, back at the Alamo.
Salud. Perhaps we should send you home, senorita.
No, I'll stay.
I must talk to you. I have a special interest in you.
Well, what do you know? They pulled out on us. Those dirty yellow bellies. Hey! All right, boys. Drop it out.
No, folks, this is not the end. But you'll have to see it all to believe it. Some heroes are born, some are made, some are simply mistakes. Take it from me, Jonathan Winters. You must meet Max, the most magnificent mistake of them all.
Viva Max! Oh no, don't turn back. Oh
no. No one and nothing seems able to stop him. Invincible, invulnerable. Argo Man, the fantastic Superman. But even he had his Achilles heel, a beautiful woman's kiss.
Kill each other. Kill each other.
Argo Man, the fantastic Superman.
Kill each other.
A man gifted with such extraordinary powers that ordinary men were helpless to cope with him. Everyone and everything was pitted against him, from hired killers to the most diabolical inventions of modern science. The world's most beautiful women vied for his favors, or the chance to kill him.
Kill each other.
Argo Man, the fantastic Superman. Here is a picture which will take you on a journey out of time, carry you on a crest of thrills and laughter from start to finish. Be sure to see this Superman power.
Hate, born of fear. Respect, born of strength.
Come and get it!
Man's need to communicate. Two of the screen's outstanding artists. In a motion picture of unique power, of rare beauty, of fascinating danger.
And Free is a safari into Canada's northern British Columbia, a Gordon Eastman production of hunting, fishing, and wildlife. Like all his true-life adventure films, there's no movie set, no make-believe, it's all for real. When the snow geese start north in the spring of the year, let's go along and spend an incredible spring, summer, and fall. We'll find the hideaways of all the wildlife on the rooftop of Canada's Rocky Mountains, like the majestic stone sheep. We'll fish the trophy fish of the world, the mighty steelhead. "25 pounds of fighting fury, with the brightness of the sea still on him. We'll live a high adventure with the last of the mountain Indians who still make a living off the land, trapping beaver, hunting, existing as they have for hundreds of years. We'll watch them make a skin boat in age-old fashion with nothing but spruce trees, an axe, and 3 moose hides. We'll travel the unnamed rivers on a trail of excitement into the unknown. Danger, it's always just around the next bend. Hunt record stone sheep in the continent's last great wilderness, and wary mountain goat. When you venture into the lair of nature's most dangerous animal, the grizzly, it'll be a heartstopper. Observe wildlife that has never before seen man. When you find an orphan of the wild, it's always an experience you'll never forget. See and experience all the thrills through the eyes of Gordon Eastman, America's top outdoor photographer. Don't miss this true life adventure. Come along and live an incredible summer, wild and free.
Now you'll know the thrill of wrapping your legs around a tornado of pounding pistons, like the girl on a motorcycle. She goes as far as she wants, as fast as she wants, straddling the potency of 100 wild horses, the girl on a motorcycle.
This lease means peace in our time.
Good evening. I mean that most sincerely. I am the BBC, as you can see. And here was the last news.
This is the third, or is it the fourth anniversary of the nuclear misunderstanding which led to the Third World War. The very shortest war in living memory, lasting 2 minutes, 28 seconds, up to and including the signing of the peace treaty, fully blotted. The population of Britain was reduced from 58,746,379 to the 20 survivors who regrouped themselves to rebuild society. Quickly, the familiar patterns of civilization were re-established.
You're home early tonight, Father.
But, just as life was returning to normal, people started turning to... turning into other things.
What is it, darling? The chicken?
No, it's Daddy. Get your hand out of my drawers. I'm a mother.
I think I may turn into a bed sitting room. That's that. Probably atomic mutation. Take 3 guineas for your rent.
With characteristic courage and determination, the entire population dedicated itself to perpetuating the British way of life.
God save our gracious Queen! Long live our noble Queen! God save our Queen! Send her...
No, we don't sing that any longer.
You don't?
No, we sing now that God should save Mrs. Ethel Schroke of 393A High Street, Leytonstone.
Oh.
Of the 20 people who are known to be left alive in England, she stands next in line to the throne.
The church.
This is the instant God kid, sir. Alive. Up there.
Violence.
No. See, reason of it. No, you work with your mother.
The family.
I want you to treat me just as if I was your father.
See the bed sitting room, bringing together for the first time in living color the entire population of Great Britain in order of height.
A team of surgeons at the Woolwich Hospital have just accomplished the world's first successful complete body transplant. The donor was the entire population of South Wales.
I am forced to ask, have we forgotten the bomb?
Bomb? Bomb? The bomb. Bomb. I just signed a sir on that line.
God save Mrs. Ethel Schroke. Long live Mrs.
Quick! Everyone! Flee for your lives!
Emergency. Batman speaking. Warning all of you to brace yourselves for big news.
The biggest.
Tell them, Robin.
Holy superlatives, Batman! It's really exciting. Soon, very soon, Batman and I will be batapulting right out of your TV sets and onto your theater screens.
That's right, Robin. Our first full-length motion picture feature in color opens a whole new world of thrills. big screen gives us more space on land, sea, and in the air to challenge the most cataclysmic collection of super criminals ever. Their minimum objective must be the entire world.
And here are the dastardly villains. The Catwoman.
Oh, you're going to see the perfect crime when I get Batman in my claws.
The Joker.
Have you heard this one? It'll kill you, Batman.
The Penguin.
There are two eggs this wily bird is going to scramble. Batman and Robin.
The Riddler.
Question. Who's going to make the feathers fly and knock Batman and Robin out of the sky?
See, the new weapons in the Bat arsenal combat the forces of evil. The Batcopter. The exploding, man-eating shark.
Holy sardine!
The relentless Megaton magnet. The unholy quartet's secret submarine.
Fire one! Fire one!
The Batboat in action. The deadly disintegrator. The attack on the Batcave.
Holy hallucination!
You'll blast through the skies on these mad, manned missiles.
And you'll be with me, Robin, at the Bat Scanner, eavesdropping on Batman's romance. And you'll shudder at the death-dealing Polaris missiles.
Brace yourself, Robin. This could be the end. And that's just a sample of the exciting exploits ahead in our first feature motion picture.
Holy memoranda, folks. Make a note not to miss it.
Good thinking, Robin.
The cats can't make the scene fast enough. The chicks can't make it quick enough. There's never been a beach brawl like Beach Ball. Starring that riptide rider, Ed Burns. And in this, their first and only movie, the greatest, the grooviest group of them all, the Supremes. Those lovin', feelin' boys, the Righteous Brothers, with their big soul sound. The Four Seasons, singing their golden gas dawn. Hondells. And that sensational new group, the Walker Brothers.
Don't move your feet, swing your arms.
How can you blame these beach bunnies for flipping out?
Come on, guys, pick up the tempo. Wow!
Yeah, swing, little birdies. They're skydiving. It's the only way to fly. They're surfing, hanging 10, and riding a big 9. They're skin diving. They're racing in the Riverside Rally. And the sweetest little streamlined baby of them all, the Silhouette. The hottest D-long wheels. It's got Ed Burns, Chris Noel. And guest stars, the Supremes, the Four Seasons, the Righteous Brothers, the Hondells, the Walker Brothers. 9 great song hits. Get it, Beach Ball, catch it.
He's back, the world's most evil man, with a fiendish plan of conquest.
The world has 2 weeks to decide. Obedience to my orders or
obliteration.
Once again, the world trembles as the master of evil incarnate threatens to unleash his incredible powers.
Number 3 condenser is overheating.
No matter.
Once again, the dreaded name of Fu Manchu terrorizes all who dare defy him.
Formula. With this, I can control all things and all men.
I'm Malin Smith of Scotland Yard.
Father! Dr. Kessler and the girl, they have escaped. They have reached the tunnel.
Excellent. And when the crystals are released into the tunnel, they will die. Flood the tunnels!
Never before seen such action, such excitement, as the world's most evil man returns. All new, all thrills, the castle of Fu Manchu.
Hercules and the Captive Women. Here at last, an extraordinary adventure. Fascinating, compelling, thrilling. The ultimate in screen entertainment. Hercules and the Captive Women.
Kill me. Kill me, I beg you.
With a new and dynamic personality. Reg Park as Hercules. Frightening with barbaric rituals. Terrifying with murder and intrigue. Hercules, with all the power of his legendary strength, stands alone against these mysterious beings of superhuman power. Hercules and the Captive Women, caught in the grip of a beautiful and passionate woman whose secret, sadistic love rituals gave him superhuman strength.
If you will join me in the conquest of the world, all mankind will recognize me as their queen and adore you as the one and only god. Love me, Hercules, and together we shall reign over men and gods.
Hercules and the Captive Women, starring Reg Park and Faye Spain. Don't miss this all-new, outstanding motion picture adventure. Massive in scope, mighty in thrilling action, magnificent in Technicolor and Technorama. Hercules and the Captive Women.
This is Wild West. And this is the West that's even wilder. This is the way, way, way out West, where all the action is, where when you've got it made,
don't make waves, don't make waves, don't make waves.
Make love.
Jump in. Drop in. Take the plunge. Make out. Stay loose. Turn on. Be in. But
don't make waves. Don't make waves. Don't make waves.
Make love.
This is the land of opportunities. Some golden, some brunette. And opportunity never stops knocking.
And tonight you will sleep here. And now, to bed.
You certainly make interesting propositions, Mr. Prescott.
I love you, I adore you, I worship you.
What do you think about this sex thing?
Sex thing. I only show you the price that I have to pay.
From time to time, there are little setbacks.
What are you doing in my bed?
Medium setbacks.
If you were a man.
If I were a man.
Major setbacks. But Carlo recovers quickly. Carlo wants everything he sees. And he sees everything he wants. It's entertainment that fills up the screen like she fills out a bikini. Tony Curtis, Claudia Cardinale, Sharon Tate, Robert Webber, Joanna Barnes, Mort Saul, David Draper, Mr. Universe, all have it made in
Don't make waves, don't make waves, don't make waves.
Make love.
Laughs? It brings the house down.
If you're looking to get a good thing going for yourself, don't make waves, watch your step, don't make waves.
Yes, that's Mondo Daytona, or How to Swing on Your Spring Vacation. Filmed in swinging Daytona Beach, Florida, while 100,000 college students lived it up in the sun. You may see yourself or someone you know.
Well, it's got continuity. Besides that, it's got good weather, lots of fun.
It's got girls, girls, and more girls.
Down in the boondocks, down in the boondocks. Double shot of my baby, love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Double shot of my baby.
What kind of food?
There's plenty of action in the daytime that was never taught at school. Man, at night it goes and goes. It's all in Mondo Daytona and plenty more. Don't miss it.
This is the place!
The Girls on the Beach, starring that bachelor father chick, Noreen Corcoran, Martin West, Linda Marshall, Stephen Rogers, Anna Capri, Aaron Kincaid, the Crickets, the Beach Boys, with Leslie Gore.
It's gotta be you and nobody else. Don't tell me that I'm just fooling myself.
So come on down to that go-go rhythm and see the Girls on the Beach for more swan than you've ever had before.
There are 5 guys down here to every 1 girl. Now, if we intend to beat that pretty little team, we've got to know their weakness.
Coach, I don't care if I strike out. I just want to get the bat.
Any of you girls got a watch? We'd like to know the time.
No, we haven't got any watches, but we've all got plenty of time.
It's where the jet action surf set captures the beaches and captures an upload of bikini beauties. Hey, you wiggle, wriggle, and flip!
Is there more than one gear in this car?
Yeah, Coyotes, your favorite foxes will wig when they see this flick.
blast when your eyeballs pop at the wild, blasting music that has the whole country hopping. And the wild blast-off girls who have the musicians popping the strings on their guitars. Blast-off girls. This picture is so hot it literally vibrates on the screen. Jumping young teeny boppers get with it to the savage beat of the big blast. Blast-off girls. Nobody will fall asleep watching this picture. Here's Bougie Baker, king of the rock groups. Bougie never blows his cool, no matter how hot the music blasts. Meet the Blast-Off Girls, a red-hot mob of rambunctious tiger kittens on the prowl. They are the fire that blows up your blood to the boiling point. It's a gas, a jam-up, the blast of the year, a riot of color, excitement, and fun. It's what's happening, baby, and it's happening right here. If you've been wondering what it's all about, here's your chance to get with it and ride it to the top. See it here. Blast-Off Girls. You'll have a blast.
Alive after 70 million years. Dinosaurs! Roaring, walking, destroying. Dinosaurus! The most amazing adventure since the beginning of time. Dinosaurus! For these people, there could only be shock and dismay. For who among them could believe that out of the primordial slime had come these creatures? The huge Brontosaurus, the ferocious Tyrannosaurus, even a primitive caveman. Panic-stricken, horrified, did they have the courage, the ingenuity to survive?
How do we get word out, Hacker? Mailboat will be in tomorrow morning. By tomorrow we could all be dead.
We are going to be friends, you and me.
Sights never before seen on the screen. A 60-ton dinosaur tamed by a small boy and a caveman. A caveman loose in a modern home. The death duel of the dinosaurs. A girl caught by the dread Tyrannosaurus. The battle between giant monster and monster machine. The moat of fire.
It's holding him. Yeah, but for how long?
The youngest, freshest, wildest motion picture ever to serve up on the screen.
Hi, Sandy. Ding. Hey, listen, how about a nice little...
No.
Sandy, honey, what is there about me that makes me so utterly resistible to you?
Aside from the fact that you're irresponsible, incorrigible, intolerable, impossible, and insane, I can't think of a thing.
All day! All day! All day! All day!
Wow! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Here come those ho daddies and beach dollies in the swingin'est young people's picture of the year.
Ho daddy, ho daddy, ho daddy, ho daddy.
Hot dog and ride 'em high and wide. Grammys get all mashed up inside.
Ho daddy.
It's strictly for fun. For those who think young.
Ho daddy, ho.
Sure this is the way they make love in India?
Mm-hmm. Concentrate. It's mind over matter. We're searching.
You beast!
The mother called downstairs later in life. "Where are you, Betty?" She says, "I'm down here with John in the living room." The mother said, "That's living." She said, "And how, Mother?"
I'm gonna walk from the seas to the burning sands. I'm gonna walk all over the sand.
It's a frolic loaded with guys and gals dedicated to the pursuit of each other.